Hey. Happy Saturday, everybody. KazamaFury here. I'm on live online. It's the morning. I know I usually go a little bit later than that sometimes, but I had to do this one. Just to, drop in and let everybody know I'm still around. I'm still doing things. I still have other things coming and whatnot. Want to set up the next stream and everything. So, how's everybody doing? I'm going to wait for at least a couple of people to come in. Maybe. Or something like that. Oh man, as you can see, this thing has been working well. As you notice, I've been letting the beard continue to grow. I'm gonna get it shaped up eventually. So, just checking. Make sure all the live stream look like it's going pretty well. Frame rates could sticking around 30 or so. So it's good. This is from my mobile phone in my house. Wi-Fi. Going online. Let's see what's going on here with the TV. So how's everybody doing today? Let's see if anyone shows up. I know it's pretty early and whatnot. What's new in the gaming news? Exactly nothing. Nothing's really new in the gaming news besides the same old problem we're having as usual. Like I've said in my last video about not trusting games because of microtransactions and all that stuff. That seems to still be the trend. The more I watch reports pop up, and is there anything that's really eye grabbing, like that's really popping? Like, God, I want to play this game so bad. Everybody's talking doubts about God of War, the new God of War. Oh, this is the one I got. I wanted to see Kratos. I wanted to see titties. I wanted to see fucking. Oh, now he got a kid and stuff. They trying to make this PG friendly God of War. I'm like, if you really are heavy rooted into wanting to see God of War for titties and shit like that, kill yourself. Well, not really. That's kind of mean to say. Just reevaluate your whole thought. We got the age of fucking porn. You can go watch whatever you want on the internet and just be totally happy with it. You can watch Asa Kara take it in the butt. You can watch a few things. But you want to watch Kratos do that and do all this stuff and stuff. Like, didn't he spend 3 games slaying the Greek gods? You really, really want him to continue to keep doing that? It's a thing that the game is about character progression too. No, I just want to see hack and slash. It's like, I don't get it. I really don't at all with it. Wait for the game to come out before you really pass judgment on it. You bitching and complaining about characters. Oh, God, I hate this computer. Okay, put the right password in, let everything boot up. Yeah, the whole God of War thing kills me. People just think I don't know what they want. They want more of the same. People complain that they play more of the same when they play an FPS game from Activision, and rightfully so. But then they turn around and say, what's going on with God of War and stuff? It's different. You've played the same game for how many? For 3, 4. Because if you count Ascension, you count the portable, Ascension and stuff. You've played pretty much the same type of game. It's time for a change. It really is. For some of it, I ain't say it gotta be drastic. It doesn't look radically different. I'm just listening to some people complain about this stuff, and I'm like, God damn it, man. Like, really? It don't look that much different. Yeah, he's in a new place. He's older. He's more mature. He done been through a lot of shit. And he was trying to leave that shit behind. But no, more the same. pick and choose where you want more of the same at when it comes to certain games. But some people don't do that. They just be like, you know, blah blah blah. It don't look like the same game to me. And then when you get the more game, this is bullshit. I keep buying the same shit over and over again. Pick a side to stay on it. Like, pick a side to stay on that fucking side. I don't know. Some people just don't. Like, I don't get it. That's why a lot of things I kind of like don't really go too hard on and stuff. Like, I have my certain stance on it, but then again, I see where somebody else is coming from with a certain point, and I'm like, yeah, they kind of got a point there. So I'm not gonna be yelling and stuff. But then there's some stuff that I absolutely have to speak about. You know, people went crazy over the whole Nintendo thing and stuff when I first started doing it. Now, as you can see, we got some people out there who knows the system is successful when it comes to the Switch, so they don't say nothing and stuff. Then you got people out there who know the system's successful, but they embarrassed that they only have a Switch. They embarrassed that they yeah, the system, like, I don't understand it. It's a popular system, and you're still online complaining and stuff and trying to make it seem like fucking Kirby is a more exhilarating game for adults to play than any other game. Like with the whole Doom situation with Doom, you telling me I own systems and I'm gonna actively choose to play and buy Doom on the Switch, a system that I know has issues running high quality games, but I'm gonna sacrifice that just because I could take it on the go and I can go outside and maybe play continuously for maybe an hour and a half before the battery dies on me, compared to sitting here in the house buckling down in front of a big screen TV and just letting it rip. And just letting it rip. You really think that I'm going to choose Doom on the Switch compared to choosing Doom on either the PC, the Xbox One, or the PS4 when I have all four formats? Come on now. Come on. I'm a man of a certain age, if you haven't noticed already. You really think I'm thrilled to be outside sitting on the porch playing Doom? Like, be realistic, people online. But the people on Twitter kill me so much when they do that. Like, why would you choose it otherwise? You can't take Skyrim on the go on the Xbox One. Who cares? As a grown man, really, who cares? If you're not traveling, if you're not a WWE wrestler who's on a plane all the time, or you a certain musician and you're on tour all the time, as a normal person, as a normal functioning adult, who cares about the portability? It's a gimmick. This is why I say, even owning one, and I got the box right up here, that's me even saying it's a gimmick. It's a selling point. Like, why would you make two portable systems? Like, they know what they're doing, because they know that making a portable, that's their key market. Nobody gives a fuck about the PS Vita. PS Vita came and went. It was a very underappreciated system. Nobody cares about this. Nobody cares about this. Everybody got a Nintendo DS. They know about that. Well, the 104th version of, they brought out the 2S that doesn't fold. It's just one big unit. It looked like something that you give to a kid in fucking kindergarten and romper room or something. Then you got the 3DS version. Then you got it small. You got it extra large. I'm like, and people just went and bought all of them. Like, they know what they're doing. So why wouldn't they make the Switch look like one of the things? It's their key market. It's their key market. It's what keeps them afloat. My thing is, you sacrifice so much potential that a home console from Nintendo could do. That's my thing. I'm not hating on success. I'm hating on this architecture because it's going to cause more hindrance than it's going to cause progression. You know how many games they could have had? How they could really be competing right now? Yeah, they selling better than everybody else, but essentially Nintendo always sells by name. They're going to always keep selling stuff, and then that momentum is going to subside. And it's up to them to stop that from subsiding so much by having good games. Like I'm saying, first party games is, you can have that as your crux. That's the only thing. My thing is, after a certain amount of time, you start running out of ideas, and you need to stretch it out, and you need to take more time bringing up new innovative things. If your only bread and butter is your first party games, and you ain't got much third party games to offer, what's gonna happen? It's gonna be the Wii U all over again. It's gonna be the Wii at the end of its life cycle. Like I've said in my video before about the port beggars. It's the same. Like, a lot of people don't understand that. Like, I'm trying to, like, it's not hate. It's a place of concern. Like, shit. Sega's gone. Sega was my company, and they gone. Like, basically, they still around, but what, they got shitty Sonic games? They're gone. Basically, there's no more Alter Beast. There's no more Sonic. There's no, well, they got Yakuza on the PS4. Okay, my bad. They got Yakuza and stuff, but are they the Sega they used to be? Remember Space Harrier? Remember Hang On? Remember Shinobi? Remember Sonic? Remember God Awful? They had a lot of friends. Alex Kidd. They had a few things. They're gone now. They're gone. Basically, those things are sitting on the shelf. Remember how people were complaining about, where's Mega Man? He's downstairs in the basement of Capcom, like deconstructed in pieces. People were making fan art like that, and now we finally got a Mega Man coming out after God knows how long. You know, we're gonna get that before we get the Resident Evil 2 remake. I guess they could do only one revival at a time, but as for the back to Nintendo, it's just like, I'm like, they are the OG. They like basically are the OG, and they somewhere down the line decided to say, fuck it, we don't want to compete. We can't compete in that next gen market, so let's just make ourselves quirky and innovative as possible. And I put innovative in quotes because it's gimmicky to me. I'm sorry, it really is. Like, the first Wii was nothing like it. Basically, it put the body movement into it, but they started this trend of using less powerful hardware, and they pushed it with a gimmick. Like I said, like a year ago, less powerful hardware is very easy to buy in bulk. It's very easy to mass produce because it's cheaper. It's last gen. You can buy it basically. Building and mass producing powerful home consoles is an expensive process, and we all know Nintendo, they may hate your money, but they like the money. They like keeping the money they got. You know, they hate your money because they don't. I say that they don't hate your money. They hate making stuff that costs them money. That's really what that means. They hate making stuff that's gonna really cost them and stuff. I mean, they can still do the game. You know what a good home console for Nintendo, a good competitively powerful home console could have done for them? It could do wonders for them. You can still do a first party shit that you like, and you can do it better, but you can still have it like, you know what? No more of the days where I'm like, wow, Madden so-and-so is coming out this year. Damn, lucky I got PS4, I could buy it. Like, fuck that. I got it. I can get it on the Switch. Well, not the Switch. I can get it on the Nintendo console. So what do I got? I still can rock my first party games, and I don't have to buy another console or anything to rock the third party games. You know? Unless you are into the exclusives that respectively Microsoft and Sony have. But if you really exclusive first party Nintendo person, boom, you still got the third party games to hold you over. This is what I was talking about with people online. throwing numbers, throwing the Switches sales numbers into the other fanboys' faces. You know why? It's because that's all they got, and that's all That's all they got, and that's all I'm really gonna say about the Switch right now. I mean, I've talked about it a lot and stuff, but there's really nothing popping more than a lot. There's a couple things in the gaming industry. Just like we still have to hear about EA. Did you hear about EA recently, people? Like really? Oh, we had no idea. We didn't intend to make Star Wars Battlefront. A game that with gambling loot boxes. And Young Gear brings up an important thing. It had the chime in it. When you pull a lever at the casino, it had that noise sound effect. That's what the fuck they were doing. Like, there's a lot of games I should be playing right now, but I have a standpoint like, I'm tired of season passes, man. I don't know who's watching this video, but are you tired of season passes as much as I am? Are you tired of buying a game for $60 fucking and you have to buy something for map packs? You have to pay them more to bring out map packs, which is basically set pieces like Call of Duty. Case in point, set pieces from Call of Duty, parts that you may have ran through. You have to pay for them to separate it and make it into a map. Something that was probably in the background of the campaign mode. You have to pay for them to separate that and make it plots. When Halo came out, I was rocking Halo and stuff. I don't remember Microsoft and Bungie, when they were together, or Studio 343 Studios, charging me so much money for shit. I mean, Halo 5, I just was like, after playing that and stuff, it just didn't feel the same for me. It just felt like too much of a task to play. And I know that sounds very like, oh my god, you just don't like it because it's difficult. No. One thing is, it just didn't feel organic anymore. I loved Halo. Like, I used to rock the shit online of Halo 1, 2, and 3. But somewhere when 4 and 5 came out, it just felt different to me, because I guess the change from Bungie over to 343 Studios, it just didn't feel the same for me. But my point is, I wasn't paying for all these map packs. I know that. I was not paying for map packs. Then Activision came and they only let us get away with it. I gave my money to them with these map packs. I used to be an avid Call of Duty guy. I wasn't great at the game, but I was avid. I loved playing first person shooters online. Then after a while, that shit just made me flaccid, man. I was like, that's the same shit again. I'm gonna pay $60. Then I'm gonna pay another $30, and I'm like, what the fuck? You just get tired of that, It's like, that's why I don't even really buy Madden anymore. I'm like, it's football, yeah, we get it every year. Unless you rehauling the game completely, you rehauling the graphics engine and going from Frostbite to whatever new format it is. I don't see the point of having to spend $60 every year. If you really want to do it, then you know how much money they would make. They would probably still make a lot of money, probably more, because people like, what, $30 a year compared to $60. They charge me $30. I update the rosters. They do the switches and stuff. It's a download. That's the digital age right now. That's going on right now. They moving really into pushing the digital format, and that would be a perfect time for EA to get back in the good graces of people, because EA is fucked right now. They still got stuff. They still doing okay, but they're fucked when it comes to the mindset of the gamers. The Star Wars thing did them in. Just a lot of stuff. Like, EA is horrible. How they did Mass Effect. How they doing these companies. What they did to Visceral Games. They are horrible. They are on the hit list. When it comes to American game developers, they are on the hit list, basically. I mean, when it comes to online gamers, American gamers, they're on the hit list, basically. So you telling me we moving into this digital age and they don't want to capitalize on? You know how much you know how popular it would be and how fan servicing it would be if they took Madden and made it they made it a roster change that you could charge. They was like, but they still gave you the option. They were like, look, you could purchase it in store for $60. You get you get the full copy of this, or you could choose to do a download and it costs that this amount of price, a less amount of price, something like that. You know, I'm just thinking about it on the fly. I know people said that before. Roster changes, just charge them digitally for that. And what you're sacrificing, space on your hard drive, basically. That'd be the only thing. That's why they give you the option. You pay more for the full copy, or you pay less for it, but it's at your own, the sacrifice of your own hard space. Something's gonna have to come off of your hard drive and stuff. This is why hard copies are still selling, because you know these systems come with a base amount and they pushing this digital age, and then you gotta have to buy expanded hard drive. I had to just buy one for my PlayStation, my PlayStation 4. I already had one for my Xbox One, because I only had the 500 gig ones. So I'm sorry, I bought them like that. I'm not spending all this extra money on these terabytes that I wouldn't know I need until later on and stuff. Because at first I wasn't really fucking with them too tough when it came to games. Like, now that Sony's putting out, so they put out some good first party games, and I'm like, okay. And then Microsoft, they ain't put out no good first party games, but they put out that Game Pass, which you have to download the games to. But that Game Pass is fucking awesome. You know, you would not catch me dead buying Sea of Thieves. It's not worth buying Sea of Thieves at all. It's like, oh, I played this before. I played a game like this. This is not a great game. It's alright. But with the Game Pass for $10 a month, I could play Sea of Thieves right now if I wanted to. I could download it right now onto my 2 terabyte hard drive backup, which I still got plenty of space, and I can rock that whole game. And if I think it sucks, I could fucking erase it and I didn't play it. You know, I could play Sea of Thieves for 6 months straight. And that means in 6 months, it has made its worth to me for $60, $10 a month. And I still got the access to a shitload of other games. That's what's keeping Microsoft relevant right now, because they ain't got no first party games whatsoever. They ain't got jack shit. Sony got the first part, Horizon Zero Dawn. My friends told me so much about that. You can't, I mean, even the third party exclusives. Look at Yakuza doing well on the PS4. You know, then we got God of War coming, and we got that. Then we got the Nintendo Switch, of course, got their first party banging. You know, you can't go wrong with Nintendo's first party, especially if you're a fan of it. Me, I don't care too much about it. I've played so much of it. The only one I care about is Super Mario Odyssey. I will not play Breath of the Wild. Fuck that game. I'm sorry. Now, I ain't saying it sucks. I'm just saying fuck Link right now. That's how I am. Just something about it turned me off. You know, I got back into Mario because I like platformers like Mario, Sonic, and shit like that. Ratchet and Clank. I like shit like that. And Super Mario Odyssey gave me that kind of that Ratchet and Clank feeling. You know, since that's been retired. Technically, that's been retired and stuff. You know, it ain't like Crash Bandicoot's been retired as a mascot. It's not even a Sony character anymore. You know, so it's a lot of crazy stuff going on and stuff. A lot of fighting with factions over fanboys who own this, who own that. Everybody want to kick Microsoft down and stuff. But Microsoft is saying their Game Pass is shit. A lot of people don't want to admit that their Game Pass is much better than Sony's streaming $12.99 a month shit that they got. You know, a lot of the people don't want to admit that Microsoft's Game Pass is that they don't want to get nothing. You know, when you down, they want to kick you while you're and keep you down and stuff with anybody. Except Nintendo. Nintendo can be doing the dumbest shit and everybody just want to give them fucking excuses all the time. You know, that's why I did that video a long time ago. They get a hall pass. Doing this shit when they did it with these inferiorly powerful systems. They get a hall pass on that. Let Microsoft or Sony come out with a system with last year's hardware on it. They would get laughed out of the fucking building. And you know it. You know they get laughed out of the building and stuff. Let's say we bringing back Spyro and he's gonna be a launch game. People would laugh Sony out of the fucking building. You know that. You know they'll laugh him out the building. So there's a lot of hypocrisy. It's a fanboy hypocrisy. That's why I have these 3 systems, and I'm like, you know what, fuck all of you guys being these fanboys and stuff. You don't see it. Like you really don't see what you're doing. Like, and if you're a man of a certain age and you are a fanboy of the Switch, you might want to evaluate your manhood. Now, I mean that in a shaming way. Just think about it. If you really are pushing the talking points of its portability and doing this and that, and then you can actually sit here and defend the Labo cardboard. Fucking cardboard. Who would want to buy cardboard for the kids? People, once you wet cardboard is fucked up. Kids destroy cardboard. Kids rip stuff. I think that's their whole plan. They want you to keep buying more and more of the shit. You know, you automatically gotta buy the shovelware, but the fucking the cardboard can break, and you gotta go to GameStop or whatever the fuck and buy more cardboard for them and stuff. Like I said, I said it a while ago. There's gonna be people who print and laser print their own cardboard and watch what the fuck happens. Sure enough, I've seen people do that. I've seen people do it already. It's funny and stuff. It's a joke. You know, I said I was going to talk about the Switch, but the Labo needs to be talked about. It's a fucking joke. Like, but I got to look at Review Tech USA and other neckbeards defend that. Like, well, Nintendo was not making this for you. Nintendo was not making this for you. Just admit that they ain't make the Switch for me either. Just admit that. Just come the fuck out the closet and admit that it's a kiddie system. You can't. You can't, because you still got this part of your childhood that you're so attached to that you can't even, that, you know, the nostalgia is blinding you from admitting that Nintendo has left you behind. Or you left Nintendo behind when you aged. And Nintendo left, yeah, pretty much left each other behind. Nintendo continued to go on that path for the kids, and you continue to mature, but you can't admit it to each other. It's like you like two dudes on the down low, basically. Y'all just say, oh, just because we both married doesn't mean we're not homosexual. Just admit that both of you basically are, you know, you're stuck in nostalgia, and Nintendo's a kid system. Just admit it, both of you guys, and you'll feel better about yourselves. Instead of sitting here bad-mouthing people on Twitter and port begging. Oh my god. But anyway, I'm doing laundry, I'm cleaning up the house and everything. God, I want to eat something and stuff. I gotta try to stream something. I got my PS3 working again. It's been a long time and stuff, but I've been working really hard at both my jobs and stuff. Where do you think I get all this gray hair from? You know, I'm the youngest of 3 and I got all the gray hair. Go figure. Anyway, I'm gonna say goodbye to everybody. Thank anybody who watched this. The one person I think that watched it, thank you for watching. I usually don't do morning streams and stuff. I usually wait till the afternoon or the nighttime where people usually on. But people, I just want to do this. It can be watched again on my channel. So thank you thank you in advance if you watched it. Thank you for watching it live if you have and stuff. But I gotta get to getting and get back to doing some chores in the house, stuff that get neglected through the week of work. And this is what I do for a living. I clean. Now I gotta come home and do more cleaning. You know how demoralizing that is. But you gotta make that money. So everybody have a good weekend. And if you're a WWE fan, make sure you watch NXT TakeOver tonight. It's going to be banging. There's only 5 matches, but NXT has always got right to the point. Less is better. And then it's going to be 7 hours of fucking WrestleMania tomorrow, and I hope it don't suck. See you later. Peace.